Hi students, in the previous section we are discussing about the law of radioactive decay. In that law we discussed about at t is equal to 0, number of nuclei in radioactive sample is n naught, and after time t the number of nuclei undecayed means they doesn't participate in the reaction. That means they are also called will remain. Okay, in sample is denoted by n. Okay, then out of n naught, n will be remain. That means how many number of nuclei are participates in the reaction? That is n minus n naught number of nuclei disintegrates. Okay, and we got one formula, that is the law of radioactive decay. What is the decay law formula? N is equal to n naught e power minus lambda t. We got this equation in yesterday's class. Here what is lambda? Lambda is the decay constant or disintegration constant. And in this formula we got the exponential, means yesterday we draw one graph in between the n and time t, then the amount of nuclei decreases exponentially with time, explained in yesterday in previous section. Right now by using this formula, let us write some more formulas. One is probability survival of nuclei after time t. Probability survival of nuclei after time t. Probability symbol is P, survival indicated by S. So how many number of nuclei survival after time t? That means undecayed. How many? N na. So the value of the PS is n by n naught. N by n naught means e power minus lambda t. So anywhere if they ask about the probability survival, this is the formula. Next one, probability of nuclei disintegrates in time t. Means how many number of nuclei disintegrates. We have the formula of number of nuclei disintegrates. How much? N minus n naught. So the formula for the probability of disintegration indicated by the small d. So PD is equal to, what is the formula? N minus n naught by n naught. Okay, sorry, here n naught is more, n is less. So n naught minus n is the number of nuclei disintegrates. Here also n naught minus n. So n naught minus n by n naught means 1 minus n by n naught now. So 1 minus n by n naught value e power minus lambda t. Otherwise, if they give probability survival, then the formula is 1 minus ts. Okay, so these are some important formulas related to the competitive examinations. Okay, so this is the formula yesterday we discussed. Today from this formula we have another two formulas coming. One is probability survival PS, Another one is probability disintegrates PD. Clear now? Now, in yesterday's class, we are discussing about another important term, activity. Activity is denoted by A or capital R. We said activity is nothing but rate of decay dn by dt or lambda n. Okay, in the previous section we are discussing about this activity. Here what is n? N indicates number of nuclei undecayed. Number. Okay, sometimes in the question they said about the number of moles. If they said in terms of number of moles, then the formula for the capital N is equal to N into Na. What is Na? Na is the Avogadro's number. Okay. So if in the given question, if they said in terms of number of moles, please use the N into Na. We have the value of the Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 power 23. Okay, now substitute those values. Next, if suppose they said in terms of the mass and molecular weight or mass number, then N is equal to, we have the formula for number of moles as small m by capital M into Na. Here mass is a small m and a capital M indicates the molecular weight or mass number of the radioactive nuclei. Okay, so instead of N, you may use this formula or this formula in this equation. Then we got the activity. Clear? Now we discuss about half-life time indicated by the T half or simply capital T. Half-life time. It is defined as time interval during which half of total number of nuclei will decay. How it is defined? The time interval during which half of total number of nuclei will decay. Okay? Meaning, at t is equal to 0, we take n naught number of nuclei. Let us suppose these are the number of the nuclei. Okay? Now, at t is equal to t half or capital T, what happens? In this, half of the total number of nuclei will decay. That means how many number of nuclei is now available? Now available is only n naught by 2. So decayed are half and undecayed are also half. So it is equal to the undecayed number. Or decayed number formula n naught by n naught. N naught minus n naught by 2. Again n naught by 2 coming. So number of decayed or number of undecayed also same as n naught by 2. Okay. Now let us see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Total 10 I took. Now after T half only 5 number of radioactive nuclei is present. Okay. So how much time taken by the radioactive sample to disintegrate into half of its initial value is called as half-life time. What is half-life time? The time taken by the radioactive sample to disintegrate half of its initial value. Otherwise, the time interval during which half of total number of nuclei will decay. Okay. Now, This is about the half-life time. Every radioactive sample has characteristic half-life. Every radioactive sample has a characteristic half-life. That means a particular radioactive sample has the particular value of the half-life. Okay, it may be sometimes in milliseconds, sometimes it may be in billion of years. Okay, for example, if you take an example called Krypton 3689 has an half-life of 3.16 minutes and uranium 92-238 which has an half-life of 4.47 into 10 power 9 years. So here it is in the minutes. Here it is in the 10 power 9 years. So half-life for different radioactive substance will be different. Okay, that is indicated by the every radioactive nuclei has a particular characteristic half-life. If the uranium 90 to 238 does not changes, then its half-life also does not varies. For a particular isotope, particular half-life will be available. Okay, now we are discussing about the relation between the half-life and the disintegration constant. So here at t is equal to 0, number of radioactive nuclei in a sample is taken as n naught. After t is equal to t, capital T, nothing but half-life, the number of nuclei are disintegrates into half of its initial value. So here total 10 will be there. Now we have only 5 number of nuclei. N is equal to n naught by 2 we said in the definition of the half-life. Now I want a relation between the half-life and the disintegration constant. So if you want this relation, let us take from law of radioactive decay. We know n is equal to n naught into e power minus lambda t. Now at t is equal to capital T nothing but half-life, otherwise you may write T half. How many number of nuclei is available now? N naught by 2. So instead of n, substitute this value. N naught by 2 is equal to n naught into e power minus lambda t. N naught cancel. 2 will be taken to the numerator. Then 2 power minus 1 is equal to e power minus lambda. Instead of t, you should substitute capital T here now. So minus lambda capital T. Minus also cancel. Take log on both sides. So log 2 is equal to log e lambda t. Okay, this is a natural logarithm. Natural logarithm means always we have the subscript e na. So log 2 e is equal to log e base e value 1 na. So lambda t into log e base e. Log e base e value 1 indicates lambda t we got. So what is the value of the half-life time? Half-life time capital T is equal to log 2 natural logarithm 2 by disintegration constant lambda. We know the value of the log 2. The log 2 value is 0.693. Let us substitute this value. We got this answer. So what is the formula for the half-life? 0.693 by lambda or log 2 by lambda. If they given in terms of log base 10, Then log 2 base E value 2.303 into log 2 base 10 means 2.303 into log 2 base 10 value 0.3010. If you multiply these two, again we got 0.693. Okay. So half-life log 2 base E only. If they ask in base 10, just multiplied with 2.303. Clear na? So this is the relation between the half-life and disintegration constant. For competitive examination purpose, this type of questions continuously asked. Let us see the number of nuclei left after n half-lives. Okay, let us take at t is equal to 0, number of nuclei present in sample. Okay, that is nothing but n naught. Initially I take n naught number of nuclei present in the sample, radioactive element. Now after one half-life, what happens? After one half-life, after one half-life means t value how much? T half RT. So after one half-life, the number of nuclei present in the sample becomes n na? Half-life indicates the number of nuclei becomes half of its value na? So n is now becomes equal to n naught by 2 na? Okay, good. Next, after two half-lives, after two half-lives means t is equal to how much? Two half-lives na? Means 2t half. Then number of nuclei present in the sample. Now these number will be there. Now it becomes into half of that value. So half of n naught by 2. Half of n naught by 2 can get as n naught by 2 into 2. 2 square na? Now this is the value of n. So after 2 lives, n naught by 2 square number of nuclei will be present. After 3 lives, after 3 half-lives, t is equal to 3 half-lives. 3 into t half. The number of nuclei present in the sample now becomes n is equal to half of this value. That means 1 by 2 into n naught by 2 square. Nothing but n naught by 2 cube na. Now an idea. 3 half-lives. Here 3 coming. Here 2 power 3 coming. 2 half-lives. Here 2 coming. Here 2 power 2 coming. 1 half-life. Here 1 coming. Here 2 power 1 coming. Now what is the question asking? After n half-lives. After n half-lives. What is the value of t? T is equal to 3 coming means you can multiply it with the 3. Now n coming means you can multiply it with the n. Okay. Then how many number of nuclei present in the sample now? N is equal to n naught by 2 power. If the 3 coming, 2 power 3 coming. Now here n, so 2 power n. A simple logic. T half of a radioactive substance is given as certain 20 minutes. After 5 half-lives, how many number of nuclei are present? After 5 half-lives, n naught by 2 power 5. 10 half-lives, n naught by 2 power n. So here n is what indicates number of half-lives. N indicates number of half-lives. Okay, this method was most important for the competitive examinations. Understand now? Another concept which is required for the competitive examination was decay equation in terms of the half-life time. Okay, we know that law of radioactive decay. What is the formula? N is equal to n naught into e power minus lambda t na. N naught will be taken this side. N by n naught is equal to e power minus lambda t na. Take log on both sides. Then log n by n naught is equal to log e power minus lambda t. This is equal to the minus lambda t into log e base e na. Log e base e value 1. That means log n by n naught is equal to minus lambda t. Let equation number 1. This equation number 1 coming from the law of radioactive decay. Okay. Now, I want the formula for the decay equation in terms of the half-life. So, from definition of half-life, you have one formula na? T half is equal to log 2 by lambda. So from this, the value of lambda becomes log 2 by t half na, at equation number 2. So here lambda is there, here also we got the lambda. So substitute equation 2 in equation 1. Then log n by n naught is equal to minus instead of lambda log 2 base e by t half into t. That indicates minus t by t half log 2. This will be taken to the power. Then log n by n naught is equal to log 2 minus t power t half. So take both sides anti-log. If you take both sides anti-log, then we got log and anti-log cancel. N by n naught value is equal to 2 power minus t by t half. Okay. So I just already write only as a capital T because capital T is also indicated the half-life. So what is the formula? N by n naught is equal to 2 power minus t by tau. If we take n naught that side, then we have the number of nuclei undecayed is n naught into 2 power minus t by capital T. Capital T nothing but half-life. Okay, this is the relation of, this is decay equation in terms of the half-life. Understand? For competitive examination purpose, this relation is very important, and this relation also very important. Clear? Now, this formula will be came from this formula also. Let us take what is the value of n from this one. T by t half na, t half nothing but capital T wrote. Then what is the value of n? N naught by 2 power t by capital T, nothing but n naught into 2 power minus T by capital T. You can directly get this formula. Okay, but important thing was the ways, different ways. If you know this formula, directly apply. Otherwise, this is the another method to get the relation. Okay, both are the same meaning. Okay, if they given number of half-lives and value of the t half, then automatically substitute those two, you got the small t. The small t will be substituted in this formula, you can get. Otherwise, you can use n is equal to n naught by 2 power n. Okay. So, basing on the concept of the half-life, if you draw a graph between the number of nuclei and time, at t is equal to 0, the number of nuclei in the radioactive sample was n naught, and the graph is coming like this now. In this, what is the meaning of half-life? Half-life means the number of nuclei becomes into half of its initial value. Half of it means, for suppose here na, n naught by 2. At this place, if you draw a normal, then it indicates the t half or t. Clear? Now, let us discuss about some formulae which are used for numerical purpose. Okay? Number of nuclei undecayed after time t. What is the formula we have? N is equal to n naught into e power minus lambda t. If they given in terms of decay constant and the time in terms of the half-life, you can utilize this formula. Otherwise, n naught into 1 by 2 power n. Now only we got this relation. Okay? Half-life given, then directly utilize this formula, numerical becomes easy. Okay? Now, in terms of mass, we have another formula. M is equal to m naught into e power minus lambda t. Otherwise, m naught by 2 power n. Here, what is small m? Small m indicates the mass of radioactive element after time t. M naught? M naught is the mass of the radioactive element at t is equal to 0. It is at t is equal to 0. It is after time t. So, if they ask in terms of masses, utilize the formula as m is equal to m naught by 2 power n. If they given in terms of number, utilize the formula n is equal to n naught by 2 power n. Okay? Now, next one, the fraction of radioactive substance that remain after time t. How much of radioactive substance remain after time t? That means undecayed value. Fraction na, that means n by n naught. N by n naught value is 1 by 2 power n na. In the similar in terms of masses, m by m naught is equal to, this is m by m naught is equal to 1 by 2 power n. If they ask percentage of radioactive substance that remain after time t. Percentage asking means n by n naught into 100 percentage. Nothing but 1 by 2 power n into 100 percentage, or in terms of masses m by m naught into 100% is 1 by 2 power n into 100%. This is a formula in terms of n. This is a formula in terms of the m. Okay, this is fraction of radioactive substance that remain after time t. Okay, if they ask the fraction of radioactive substance, fraction of radioactive substance decayed in time t. Remain means undecayed. Here decayed. Decayed means disintegrates. How much is disintegrates? N naught minus n by n naught. Nothing but in terms of masses. In terms of masses, m naught minus m by m naught, that is equal to, take into two parts, then 1 minus m by m naught, 1 minus 1 by m naught is nothing but m by m naught, 1 by 2 power m naught. If they ask in terms of percentage of radioactive substance, decayed in time t, decayed in time t. If they ask in percentages, 1 minus m by m naught into 100% is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2 power n into 100%. These all formulas utilized in competitive examinations. Those very important formulas. Most of the time from the nuclei lesson, numericals came from the half-life. Okay.